Previously on Final Fantasy XVI.
Torgal, what is it? What is it, boy?
Oh, Clive, we just love Torgal Snack so much. So much.
I know, boy, I know. You tell me literally every second you get.
No, Clive, we don't think you get. We cannot live without Torgal Snacks. If there are no Torgal Snacks left in the world, then Torgal not sure what there is left to live for.
Don't say that, boy. We'll find you more Torgal Snacks.
Where? Where, Clive? The Blight take all the Torgal Snacks. Ultima take Torgal Snacks away from Torgal. This Torgal's 37th New Game Plus and they all out. Torgal not have Torgal Snacks says New Game 35.
I don't know what any of that means.
It don't matter, Clive. There's nothing left for us to do. Not in this world.
And now back to Yoshi Peak Fiction.
Hello!
NicoB! Back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. When we last left off, we did one last little meetup before deciding, yes, Ultima needs to die. We're gonna go to Origin. We're gonna blow the crap up. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be really quick. And then everyone in the hideout's way is like, wait a minute, Clive, I got something for you to do. Mid's like, hey, do some more boat stuff for me. Don't you like boats, Clive? And Clive's like, ah! But we also had some really nice moments, like when Torgal was shown to be, yes, he is in fact still best boy. Basically never forgot about him, even after all those years. That our pal Gav is still the best scout there ever was. And Joshua and Clive honor their father's grave before their final big battle. And then Jill just kind of is like, hey, good job, buddy. Let's go get him. Yeah.
They're not even a pat on the back. Just kind of, yep, just go ahead and pan up into the sky. That's it. That's all we're getting. Okay, bye-bye. I swear to God, if there's not a quest with Jill here at the end, I am going to be pissed. If that's really it, I think there probably is. Gav seemingly didn't have a quest either until I did some other quests first, so I think she probably will. But I am a little like, if that's fucking it, I would be slightly tilted. But along those lines, by the way, last episode, Ruka J999 said, Clive and crew preparing to go to the big battle. Clive, all right, people, this is the moment to end it with Ultima. There's no objections, right? Everyone, okay, we're, Vivian.
Actually, Clive, I need you to find a book for me.
Really? Hippocrates. Hey, Clive, can you find some herbs to help with my back pain? Tarya.
I also need some plants to ease the pain of the patients.
Torgal.
Give me Torgal Snacks, Clive.
Well, at least this shouldn't take too long. Mid.
Clive, the enterprise is broken. I need you to fetch things to rebuild it.
No! Yeah, that sounds about right.
That definitely sounds about right.
Yeah, I was reading through the comments, and it is sort of unfortunate that at the end of all things, Mid's character really did end up being a pretty mid character. She actually kind of is, funny enough. She really is just like a character that serves as like a plot, to create the plot device thing that we need to get to places, but otherwise really doesn't have a ton going on, in my opinion. I'd always say she's actually one of the weaker ones. But yeah, it is kind of funny to think about, like, again, there is a little bit of like suspend your disbelief here with just the amount of insanely like kind of basic quests that you just get right here before you have to go literally stop the final boss. And everyone's just like, yeah, this seems like a good time to go ahead and recruit a scout before you go kill God. Like, is any of that shit gonna fucking matter, dude? If I lose this fight, we're all gonna be fucking dead. What's this scout gonna do to help me stop Ultima? Oh, that's right, actual dick. Baruka, thank you so much for your hilariously accurate comment. And is that reason you are comment of the day? By the way, I did see some of you guys were pretty bothered that I didn't end up reading the Truth of the Bears entry. And yeah, and some of you suspected this, and it is a little bit of this. I am definitely feeling a little bit of burnout at the end of this game. I'm also seeing it just also, I think, with some of you guys as well. I've seen a clear drop off in excitement for this series, you know, and that does also affect my own mood when playing it, believe it or not. It really isn't just about me, like, how much am I enjoying something, but it's also how much are you guys enjoying it? And I'd already heard, right, that this game does sort of drop hard by the end, and that a lot of people by the end are like sort of burned out in the game. And I was really hoping, I'm like, man, I don't want to feel that way. Like, and I really still do like this game, all right? I want to make that clear. I really do enjoy this game. But there is something, and it's not so much like a big, like huge, all-encompassing thing that is like the answer. I think the problem is a lot of little things that start to really build up, and by the end you're just like, fuck. Like, for example, not being able to fast travel around your fucking hideaway, the fact that Clive runs slow as fucking molasses to get to any one point, the fact that it feels like most of the quests just start off super basic and generic, and then by the end they could have something interesting, mind you. which is why when I get to the end of a quest and they don't give me anything, I get really pissed. But it almost feels like every one of these quests starts off feeling pretty just like not that interesting, you know? Even the one with Eloise and Theo that I thought was fantastic, it still was pretty like, okay at the start, and then ends like, oh God, this is amazing. Which is honestly the best place. I mean, if you're gonna have like a quest that is interesting, it should have it at the end. But I think the problem too is that like, why am I not feeling like super engaged even at the start for some of these? And that's just, I just don't care about some of these characters. I don't care about Mid. Vivian, I honestly didn't really care that much about either. Just like, go fetch me a fucking book. So yeah, when I got to the point where I was running into the shack and I was like, even if it was like some lore stuff, because I was like Vivian and everything, I just don't fucking care. Even if it is ended up something that actually was like important to like the whole world building. But I've heard that this is actually a pretty interesting bit of lore that I really should have taken the time to read. And some of you guys did try to like summarize it for me, but I didn't read those. I'm actually just gonna now read it for you guys right here. Fortunately, someone was nice enough. There's no way to actually go back and reread that, but someone was nice enough to basically grab it all and put it in a nice little text thing. So here we go. From a Distance, Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fatal. That's interesting. The divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers, for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist their persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and growing a rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation and decimated the populace of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valisthean people. Well, apparently not enough people to apparently fucking remember this shit, by the way.
After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. It is a well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
Wow, okay, you're right. You guys are right. That was eye-opening. Damn. Interesting.
Because I've been wondering, right? There was something I was even asking at the start, like, how did the bearers, when they're the ones with the magic and everything, like, get to this point where they're essentially the slaves? They seem like they should be the other way around. Granted, their magic also, slowly kills them. So, they do kind of have like an MP pool here. But given the fact that, the crystals were so worshipped and beloved, right? You would think that the ones that are able to make use of that magic without actually needing crystals would be the ones that would be the top dogs. So it's interesting because they set up that religion and I guess the humans just didn't like it. They ended up becoming a point of contention. And that means that this whole other group, right, that was the executors or whatever, were essentially trying to revise history, right? They're like revisionist history. Very interesting. That is very interesting.
I do wish that, I don't know, almost feel like maybe the quest should have not been associated with Vivian. I don't know, man. I can't really explain to you guys why I feel the burnout I do. I've seen a lot of people, honestly, with comments lately that are just pretty critical of the game, of moments and things. But I really just, to me, I think it feels just like a number of like small things that have added up, and by the end game, it's just starting to affect me a little bit. I think what it just really shows to me is that this game just didn't need to be as long as it was. It didn't. I think almost like if it was half of what this game is, it would have been better. I think people would be a lot more accepting of the game and its flaws because it wasn't so long that it became a problem. And I think that's the issue. Even with the combat, actually, I do think the combat in this game is really fucking good. And I'd seen this in reviews too, but it does feel like it's maybe not quite enough to carry the entire game for like a 70 to 80 hour adventure, assuming you're trying to do like everything.
What it actually feels like to me is almost like if you actually did take a Devil May Cry game, right, and did try to stretch that out into a 70 to 80 hour adventure. I don't think it would last that long either. I think the enjoyment of those games would start to falter by the end. And that's nothing to say, again, about their gameplay, because the gameplay is amazing. But I don't think it, like, this action style gameplay without any of the RPG elements is enough to sustain an adventure this long. I think that's what I've sort of realized. It needs a little more. It needs a little more meat to really make it feel like, you know, you can continue to do that. Because I didn't feel that at all for like FF7 Remake, right? And I think that was because that there was still things I could experiment with and change and update and find things that really affected my gameplay style. Whereas this game is just like, hey, get the next best sword and some items and with stuff that isn't hugely different from what I am already doing. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I just feel like bad, honestly. I feel bad to even feel this way about this game because I really like Yoshi P and his team. And there really are a ton of things about this game that I truly love and I think are wonderful. I think this game's just a really perfect example of a game that maybe just overstayed its welcome a little bit too much. They just try to fill it up a little too much. And I wouldn't even be surprised if that was something that maybe wasn't Yoshi P's decision. Maybe Square was like, hey, you got to get this thing to be this length. But anyway, I hope this doesn't leave you guys with like a sour note on this Let's Play or anything. And hopefully this doesn't feel like it's coming out of nowhere. From what I could tell, this was something that ended up happening to a lot of other people as well. But I almost feel like this might be one of those games where really, I don't know if there's a reason, unless you just are like a completionist, like myself in a lot of ways, to really have to do everything. Because most of the rewards for stuff aren't that like great. And the story bits, only for some of them are interesting. I think the world building and lore, I think I found more interesting at the start of the game when I didn't already have like what essentially Ultima told us were like what's actually going on. But now that I have that answer, and the answer is only okay. I don't know if I'm like absolutely in love with the fact that it's just like, yeah, Ultima's just the god of humans or whatever, and made us to essentially make him bigger and more powerful so he can go make his own shit. I don't know. I think that answer just isn't quite as interesting as I'd hoped it would be. But anyway, we do still have a good number of quests left, and I still want to see it all, you know? We've made this far, we've seen already a lot of what this game has to offer, and I still want to see all of the remaining quests that we have here. There's a chance that some of these might not be super interesting, and if they are, I will do my best to just kind of fly through them. But if it has to do at least with lore stuff, you know, I'll try my best not to just skip over it like I did with that barrel one, because clearly that was interesting. You're right, that was easily the most interesting part of Vivian's quest, and I shouldn't have skipped over it, so I'll try my best not to do that here as we get close to the end of the LP. All right, so you got this guy over here, Nobody's Tool. Again, it's funny, I kind of did all the ones at the start that I was like the most interested in. So when I saw like Doris here, which to be honest, I don't know a ton about you. I mean, we got like the fact that you had a master before, right? That made you do some terrible shit and then we let her go. And it was like, that was sort of cool. But like, again, I really don't know much about you, ma'am.
Sid, do you have a moment?
So what we got going on?
Means.
It's my old master.
I knew it.
Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless.
So what you're saying is we should have killed her.
Even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened.
Yeah, and then she like makes them into like mercenaries or something, right?
I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
I got you, girl.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past.
Oh, I just remember this area was actually...
Another of my former master's
was actually locked off, too.
A gifted soldier.
This part of the map.
The closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
So this is going to be the quest that probably unlocks it.
To you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls. just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Woo! Ain't nobody's tool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is over in the area that was previously locked. Yep. And it says little red spots here. Hello.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Chadwick, that's the name of the little scientist dude from FF7 Remake, too.
Sid, stay safe.
In this universe, he's a warrior. A bear warrior.
It'd be funny if he looks exactly. What if he looked like that in the game? This guy's little glasses.
Bad enough to turn a bearer.
Going in.
Locked up tight.
Or not. Wait, what? So wait, use the key, didn't work, but this door's open. Just go through this door. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I gotta go over here and get another key or something. Okay, let's not skip through this. Balmung Dark, writ of designation. The Kingdom of Elude hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. If you're reading this, just kill yourself. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity. We really should have killed this lady. This is what this really is showing us. We should just kill this fucking lady.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Granted, I mean, this is technically not her doing. This is the reason why these bears were here to begin with. But she's willing to come here and snatch all these bears for her own bidding, so... Point still stands! Alright. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties while the enemy. In exercise conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and then the beast driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of eluder lives.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Kuza beast. Did we run into something like that yet? Oh,
No
there's
sign
doors.
of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Oh, yes, downstairs. Sorry. I just want to make sure you're doing good up here. And also see if there's any interesting loot. Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Resupply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza and trust to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers aside. I like it just gets progressively like worse and worse. Like, yeah, so then we just started feeding bears to him. Turns out he really liked them. Assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of the training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bears may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While its behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bears no longer used for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. Ah, yes, good. Excellent.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
You just cut them up into pork chops and give them right to them. Yep, there we go.
Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse.
This is
Pitting bearers
supremely
against
fucked
a
up.
wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even.
Do I really want to save this world? Honestly.
Or couldn't, were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I almost feel like this world needs to be nuked and just start. We need to restart
They
again.
were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Maybe Ultima's right.
Then we're too late.
Just kill us all.
And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key.
Ah, here we go.
But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
All right. All right, we go into the arena there. I'm sure nothing interesting is going to happen if we do that. So let's go over here first. Oh no! Baby!
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Baby, what are you doing?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Yeah, I had a feeling he'd still be here.
Of course there were.
Fucking of course they were.
Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Ah, fuck.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Put him in the goddamn ground. Holy shit!
I can't let it live.
Damn thing's not. Oh, it's the behemoth. Okay. It's just a variation of the behemoth. Gotcha. For a second, I was like, is that something actually brand new I've never fought before? Nah, it's just a behemoth variant, but still gnarly. Look at him just fucking walking around out there. This behemoth out here strutting his stuff. Hey, bitch. Oh, my name's Chadwick. I'm just kidding. I'm Kuza Beast. And he's also a fucking bounty, apparently.
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves.
Ah!
I can't let that happen.
I ain't gonna let that shit happen. Not today. Eat this shit, you dang bitch. High five, behemoth. Oh god, yep, and he's doing the behemoth shit. Ah! Oh god, jump from that. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ, monkey balls. All right, here we go. Time to get crazy. Then this. Oh, he's dead. Shit, I didn't need to do all my cool stuff. Oh well. Behemoth Shackle. Oh, bitch.
Finally.
Ah, fuck me.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Mostly. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was Chadwick or something.
No.
What is it?
A The diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Okay, this quest ended up being way better than I was giving it credit for. I was just kind of like, outdoors. I was like, you know. But no, this was a pretty good one. It was definitely one of the good ones. Actually, when he went to like a new place and did stuff, right? It actually did quite a bit for me.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know.
Think the flames, think the founder, think somebody.
I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Cool. I mean, not cool, sad, but more just cool quest. Good quest. Gungnir! A whole 2 seconds! Oh, hey, I got a new bounty. Oh, I'm gonna bet it's like an S rank like Behemoth. Or some shit. Yep, the Masterless Marauder. Looter army captures this beast and try to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long been since ceased. Whether his captors turned to cash it with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from the bonds, we shall never know. All we know is no one's left who know the words to put an end to its rampage. Only show if force will survive. Where exactly? Oh, it's probably just back in that same exact arena. He didn't unlock because this quest was taking up the spot. I bet. This guy? Oh, it's just some regular dude. Okay, maybe he's not in here. There's a bomb hanging upstairs. Just hanging out up there. What is he doing? Oh, there he is. And yep, it's a fucking behemoth. I had a feeling. Was this like a behemoth king or something? Yep, there you go. Yep, it sure is. Right on the money. You always gotta fight if there's a behemoth in a game, you're gonna fight a king version of it, all right? Literally same thing in FF7 as well. FF7 remake. Oh shit. Come here, big boy. Come here, big boy. Yeah. Oh god, he's summoning the whirlwind. Holy shit. Oh man, this guy's fucking crazy. Holy shit, he's got so many fucking spells. I have a distinct feeling this might be like the strongest fucking bounty in the game. Granted, at this point, I'm fighting him. He's at the same level as I am, so I don't know if he's still going to be as hard as, like, for example, that dragon I fought before. Although, was the dragon 45 or was he level 50? I don't know. I can't remember. All right, here we go.
All right. Almost. Oh, so fucking close. So here's the key to being able to do this. And this is the thing one thing I forgot. So that's definitely the most damage I've gotten though. So what you have to do is the lightning rod that you have here, the lightning rod move. In order to get this to show up in the last, you need to have it be able to cast it in the final in that final phase there to get to level 5, and then that right there, right? If I'd thrown the lightning rod down, gotten that that dancing steel on it, I would have been able to get level 5 again, and then you cast it one last time, and that's how you get 3 Zantetsukens. But the problem is you have to have it ready by that point. The only way to do that is you actually have to have cast lightning rod a bit earlier, not at the start when you staggered him, but earlier before that. Then bring it in close to him, do it there, and then if you gave yourself enough time, the recharge will be down. Even then, I don't know if I would have got it because I still not sure if I was fast enough, but that's sort of the key to being able to do 3 Zantetsukens. So angry. Oh, well, fine. Maybe I'll get another chance then. Shit, he fucked me up there in the end. Oh, I might be able to do it. I'm so close. He actually might die before I get there, though. Come on. Yes, I did it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Fuck yes, I did it. I did it. I did it. 3 Zantetsukens, baby. Literally with the last hit, too. Oh, fuck yes, I did it. I did it. God, did you see how much fucking damage that shit did? Oh, man, that was crazy. I was like, this. I finally remembered to cast Lightning Rod just a bit earlier than before I started. I was like, all right, this is it. This is like my one chance to finally get this. And I got Orichalcum. Yes. Get nuked.
No match for you, Toggle.
Yeah, okay, sure. I helped with that. Sure. Let's go with that, Clive. Jackass. Fuck yeah, baby. I feel good. I finally managed to pull it off. It's probably the only enemy in the game that's gonna be like, have even the HP to fucking survive that shit. Oh, by the way, you guys told me that the last elixir here is actually a one-time only thing. So you get this, but you will not be able to buy it again once it's been used. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Damn, I still need another Orichalcum and another Dark Steel. I guess there must be at least one more bounty out there. All right, check out my missives here. A fight.
Fine, Hound. The two of you have been together for what feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have learned about that hound of yours. Aye, it's simple for all the bloody rage and behemoth and protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound. As long as he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Koopa nuts. You do good to remember that.
Whatever, Karen. Shut up. Stop telling me how to raise my dog. Vivian.
Clive, it occurs to me that a single word does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. That you totally read, right?
Yes, I did.
Eventually.
The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me have forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. A regret that can only fit in the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul. For which reason I shall ever be in your debt.
The wages of fate. Joshua, why are you writing to me? Guys, why are you all doing this? I'm right here. Come on, we can talk this out. The wages of fate.
Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength.
Don't worry, Joshua. We're gonna go out and probably fucking die together. Oh, fuck, Mid, what?
What? You didn't think I was just saying stuff about hiding my engine, did you? When you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're gonna go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and then somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. So in that case, I should bury you in one of my lesser inventions. God just knows I've countless.
Whatever, Mid. How do we welcome?
Edda seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much of he's been taken to setting our top of belly she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we've another fight on our hands. None too soon. Can hardly wait to teach our newest little cursebaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now.
Damn right, Cav. All right, making amends.
Master Clive, I'm well aware that matters of much great importance which demand your attention, but I've got a book you need to return.
You've got a library book that you need to return. God damn it.
But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves. I might ask a single favor.
Yes, only one, sure. Everybody gets one, and by one I mean 30.
Me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
What could it fucking demon be?
And I see something in there about concerning Jill. Maybe Jill actually gets a quest after all. Who is this?
Though our Eikon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on our heart. We would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek the light in that burden, even by only a fraction, for we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private.
All right, Joshua.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Priceless. There's some things money can't buy.
And while we're at it, Unky Byron, what do you want? Huh?
Clive, my boy!
My boy!
Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
Yeah.
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too
Just look
modest,
around.
Clive.
That's what I've been doing.
You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
You're joking, right, Uncle Byron?
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders.
Larders?
As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there.
Ha!
Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Oh, they brought this guy up
I
before.
thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally.
Literally.
And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
and he's agreed to help. On one condition, that he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with...
Have we seen this guy?
Well,
or was this the guy that he was...
outlaw.
Byron was fighting with in that one cutscene?
But the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
It might have been him, actually. I thought he was talking about him, but it might have been
Of course not.
that dude.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
So fucking be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Three's Company.
3 men and a baby. All right, Hippocrates, what the fuck do you want, all right? Get my pills, Clive. Ah.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. But I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment.
Really? He's right over there, just standing against a wall.
Especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting.
Also, I'm glued to my chair.
I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild tale.
Oh my god. Fucking amazing, dude. Oh my god. This is this shit. Dude, that right there fucking should be a meme. That shit, that's so fucking funny.
Listen, Clive, I feel that I failed Dion. As his tutor, I was the one who was responsible for him. And seeing Ultima sway him and destroying his capital and killing his friends and family, leaving nothing but destruction and death in his wake. I feel that I must do something to ease his burden, to make him feel better. All right, fine, I'll do whatever I can. All right, good. Now go out there and fetch me 33 hoodly doodlies. Go find me a wyvern's teeth.
Fucking go fetch me some random horse shit now. I'm sure there's gonna be some dumb reason, I know, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. Is that where you saw this going when you were listening to him talk about this? I don't know. I was thinking this might be like, I just go chat with him and get some really cool, like, bonding moment. No, go fetch me some random bullshit. Final Fantasy XVI side quests in a nutshell.
The ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace.
Oh, it's a fucking flower, okay.
Does all, of course.
You know what?
Well,
I say fucking just, yeah, I got it. Just get some shit. Go pick a plant. Flower picked. Here you go.
You did indeed.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Okay.
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble.
All right, I'll go get Dion.
Dion, we got a present for you. I picked a flower.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
He's right down the hall. Down the hall to the right. Ooh, cutscene. I always immediately perk up when I see that we've dropped to 30 FPS again.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue.
Not the white color, right?
Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you.
Aw.
I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
No, it must go to Clive, so he can hang it in his room.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift. until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm. For only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Oh.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him.
I know, right? Mom was a bitch.
For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
Oh.
I shall not forget this.
Guessing this is what I hang in my room.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
Oh.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill.
Ooh, a double.
'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about.
Oh, the whole video game I can make about this.
Hippocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Like I got a double whammy here for this one. 2 things for my office. Yeah. Oh, Bahamut's Mercy. Ooh. Gigaflare cooldown. Nice. No, never mind. Just one thing for the chamber. Lordman Hippocrates' best-loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a tome. 'Tis so that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pad out onto the page. All right, Joshua, what's going on with Jill?
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different.
She hasn't given me a good sexing lately.
Since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her.
And that she's
now more than
important to
ever.
the plot. She is, I promise.
We still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
It's almost actually feels like the writers asking themselves the same thing. We're like, shit, what do we have Jill do?
Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
God damn it, Clive. You can't do anything on your own. All right, let's go here. Oh, actually in an area, I guess this area must have been previously locked as well, because I've actually not been over here.
This is the place, but...
Doesn't look great.
I'm sorry, Clive.
It's all blighted up.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Oh, god damn it, we're gonna go back to okay. There's not even a chest over here either. Damn it. This place truly is cursed.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll...
Okay, yes, any place. The Roll Meadows. All right, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. There's a place we'll go to.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
Well, Joshua, if you stood around for the conversation, wouldn't that make me fucking repeat it? We found it, but there's bad guys. No. Dead. Or not. And then suddenly...
What do you see, boy?
Hello, me here now too. Me here to fuck everyone's day. Ah!
You lose.
That was harder than I expected.
But also not really.
But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
They're so fucking beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She fucking better.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, please just let me take her here. Just don't make me run back to the highway and talk to her. Oh, I think it's doing it. Thank you, game. Thank you. Yes. Good video game. I think. Wait.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Well, kinda. Okay. Hey, baby.
Jill. There's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's,
In the bedroom.
not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me.
Cutscene? We getting a cutscene?
Yeah,
No cutscene?
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you.
He says as he's not looking at her.
Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. but I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Oh, thank God. I was like, please, God, come on. If they don't give Jill cuts, I'm going to be so like, what the fuck? The devs just didn't give a shit about Jill either, apparently. Aw. A Darif.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Yeah, I mean,
I need some space to spread my wings.
Everything's covered in blight. There's not actually much left that isn't.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Aww. Yay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. I feel much better now.
I never was much good at garlands. But it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Or until it withers and dies and I have to throw it away.
Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything.
The sex.
It's exactly what I needed.
Get a nice hug? Oh, yes.
Oh, my treasure.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Thank you, video game. We got a kiss and a hug. Oh, Daddy Nico happy. Thank you. Oh, God. I was like, about, when I saw just like a regular ass us standing there awkwardly, I was like, I swear to fuck, if I get nothing for this, I'm going to kill somebody.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Yeah. Now you go stand in the hideout for the rest of the game. Hideaway for the rest of the game. Oh, actually, no, I bet she's going to join my party from now on. I bet. A fragrant diadem, hand-woven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of the Alaf Bay. I was never good at garlands, but it'll have to do. and Shiva's kiss. Oh, that's cute. Cute. Song of Winter, Autumn Gone. From Frosted Lips, Oblivion. Roost Diamond Dust. She probably actually joins my party like Joshua. Byron's friend down yonder. God, is there really not a fucking fast travel point down there? Yep. Join the class power main series, departing for Origin. Okay, good. Where'd Joshua go? Well, I guess you want to give us our alone time. They're just like, I thought you'd just be awkwardly standing there like you actually's been here the whole time. Didn't you see him? Okay, now they're both with me. That would have been really awkward if I ended up doing Jill's quest last, and it would have been like, oh, good, I'm glad she'll be joining me for all of 2 seconds. Does anyone else feel like my chocobo should go faster, too? Like, aside from Clive's run, even when he's sprinting, I almost feel like my chocobo should actually also be moving, like, 10 to 20% faster than he is, or she is.
All right.
I think I've noticed it more and more as I played. Like, I think it's faster than my booking run, right? It's gotta be at least a little bit faster. But it doesn't feel like a ton faster.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Rutherford, what are you doing?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you!
Oh, no, this is the guy.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
This was the guy from the cutscene with Byron.
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him. This won't take long.
I'm gonna blow them the fuck up.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Finish him. Yeah, good luck with that. Hey guys, look what I can do.
Nuke these bitches! Fucking Giga Flare to the fodder! Don't give us Nah, screw this. No mercy for any of you. Oh my word!
Seriously, how do these guys not know, like, do people not, like, have newspapers here? Or fucking, like, posters? Or, no, anybody talk about this shit? Like this, there's this little god that's, like, running around helping people. And he looks like this. He's a literal god. They're dead. I win.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
You almost hit me with that fucking beam of yours.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace.
The fucking disgrace!
Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want.
Whatever the fuck you want.
Doesn't change who I am. Or the urgency of the message I bring.
You can call me Bumble McDick-Tits if you want. I don't care.
And he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
100% side quest completion, sir.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us.
I must bring an end to these fucking green icons on my minimap, sir. I have to, so the way the land can be truly freed.
And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together, even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw.
Or, I mean, yeah, could you not tell from the lasers earlier?
I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either.
Unky Byron!
And I have other problems to attend to.
I've got a world to save,
What we need
dickhead.
Is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in
Or maybe
ourselves
somebody
if we're
else.
to make it through this.
Maybe Vivian?
Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Huh. An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
Oh!
I hope I can convince him at least.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, Quentin's cool. Let's give him more stuff to do. I like Quentin. Hi, Quentin.
Quentin. I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
Get on your knees and wed me.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them.
Just go talk to them and come
You'll
back.
have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
We're a family.
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
So I realize how much Quentin sounds like Christopher Lee when he talks. The late Christopher Lee.
Argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Okay, back to Unky.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
Did I? I don't remember anymore.
More of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Shipload?
And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls.
I love Uncle
My
Byron, dude. He's so
soldiers actually
awesome.
need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Yeah, butter him up, Quinton.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind
Okay, maybe
of
this isn't
company
working.
are you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine.
Fucking patting his arms. I'm gonna slug the shit out of you.
He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Okay, this is pretty funny. He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just.
So this is interesting because what this is representing, right, is essentially, and this is good. I actually think this is good, where it's representing the point that all of these nations are fucking like basically destitute now because they lost their mother crystal, they lost their dominant and Eikon, and their whole fucking society ran around that. Not to mention, you know, the crystals are essentially now gone, so infrastructures have fallen. So all of Uncle Byron's side story stuff here is essentially them trying to reestablish a new way of life from here on. Like, what is going to happen after we beat Ultima? So I actually think this is like, while it might seem like just political horse shit, like why does any of this shit matter? This is essentially what's going to happen after we're done beating Ultima, you know? Not so much like, yeah, find a scout for the hideaway. You know, it's like, where it's like, okay, the hideaway is like literally working to help Clive and I guess say bearers and everything, but like at the same time also Clive shit. This feels a little bit more like, okay, assuming we managed to kill and defeat God, we actually have something like in place to make sure that we all don't just fucking die.
There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands.
Oh, I know.
But the well-being of her people lies in ours.
Yeah.
And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Yeah.
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
A new Accord.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
We need an audience. No one's gonna think anything about this. They'll be like, you just wrote some shit down. Nobody listened.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine.
Aw, Unky.
The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Oh, I guess that's the end of that one. I actually thought there might be a little more, like we'd actually be doing this in front of, like, you know, the people of Valisthea, not just behind closed doors, but I guess they're both men of power and that they can essentially have this kind of sway. Signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dhalmekia, and Sambrick. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, no, I get it. Yeah, Uncle Byron represents Rosaria, Dhalmekia is represented by Havel, and Sambrick was represented by Quentin. I got you. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. What great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? And then also Heaven's Cloud has been reduced by 2.5 seconds. Hey, look, we did everything in the hideaway. All right, what new thing we got here? Oh, this is, I think, the last one. Every epic starts with a single word, every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning, and forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legacy be sung. Says nobody, myself. Again, orchestrion and a fallen enigma. What is a fallen enigma? Careful whisper. Between all items from your patrons. Hey, all right. Is that just like a thing I sell? Yep. Oh, to sell Forbidden Seas. Yeah, this is like the theme that always plays like right at the start of every Eikon fight. Da, na, 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 na. Yeah. The Fallen Enigma sells for 5,000. So I get a song and fucking 5,000 bucks at the end of all things. That's great. Very, very exciting game. So let's see how the Dame is doing. This is gonna likely be like the continuation to her butting heads with the Duke guy that came in here.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
I have nothing but free time.
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Okay.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
You must kill my father!
Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action.
Okay.
Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
But ma'am,
I said good day!
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
All right.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
So you are content to abandon...
Oh.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing.
Lady, let me alone.
Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Damn, she pushy.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dane to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see.
Sightings of, you know what?
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sites.
Okay.
Look into one of the...
Going to kill some Akashic. Everyone looks nice and dandy here. Oh, well, maybe not.
True. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
It's over.
Okay, dead.
Call that a test, Ultima?
What? Oh, I wasn't even looking, actually.
You alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there.
What do you mean?
The ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople.
Uh-oh.
Stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Thanks, man. You're a big help. Fight me, father!
Do you not see, Father?
Ooh, cutscene.
The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates.
The White Walkers.
The threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore!
Whore!
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are.
Dum-dum-dum.
The slut of Twinside who bedded a branded.
Nani?
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Billions. Trillions, even.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
We sacrifice the town and all these people.
Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame.
What are we waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
I should be a whore now. Damn it. I picked the wrong profession. I should have whored myself out more.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things.
Just a few.
Well, I can't promise to hold them all back. I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
No. Alrighty. Let's go beat some ass.
There are so many of them.
Alright, here we go.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Is it over?
No.
It's only just begun. I had a feeling. Ah! You lose.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town.
Wonder where Jill and Joshua went.
Come on, Torgal.
Oh, whatever. They don't matter for this fucking story anyway.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls at the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything.
Hell yeah, you were.
I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force,
but by whoring.
Nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens.
Yeah, before you went crazy.
I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt.
I was just pissed because you didn't let me go out last night.
But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
I'm not sure if I totally buy that this old man would have...
Since there's nothing more to be done here...
This old man would have just, like, had such a change of heart, but I'm glad that he did. But I'm not sure I totally buy that he really... Well, you know what? You are all right. Every one of you. You and my daughter, everybody. Up to this point, he's been nothing but an absolute flaming asshole about it. But I'm glad. I do prefer a happy ending.
I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded. How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you.
I want to fuck your brains out.
Fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Daw. That was a nice ending to that. I'm glad we didn't all have to kill each other. Ah, the Vale signboard. Emblem of the Vale, Northreach's far-famed house of ill repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Grey Wall. Hey, it's Rourke Alchem. All right, now I just need I think a dark metal or something. And I'll have enough to make my ultimate sword. Oh, hey, another new bounty? 2 new bounties. Oh, they're just A's though. Cape Orsair and the Penitent's Gate. Oh, well, there he is. They're just hanging out on this gate. Hey there, dude. This guy just been waiting around all day for somebody to come fight his ass. Knight of the Splendid Heart.
You're the outlaw. The one who drove his highness to madness.
Sure, okay. On your knees, rogue.
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Everybody beat his ass. Oh, fuck.
It's over.
Dead. Long live the... Damn, it's not the materials I needed.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Yeah, whatever. It's fucking dead. All right, and here's the other guy. Roar! I'm a slightly reddish-tinted one of those Akasha guys. Prince of Death! Better be Prince of Fucked here in a second, bitch! Ow! Ah, fuck. Boom, dead. Hunter hunted. Oh, I guess that was all of them, yeah. All done. Okay, that means this thing has to have the last of the... Yep. Last of the Dark Steel. There we go. I can make it now. Yeah, I'm getting fucking tired of this bullshit. I like it gives it to me at the end though, where like now I have nothing left to hunt. I guess except Ultima. God her dammerung. God dammerung. Dammerung. Booyah. Half past twilight. The legendary sword.
Anything else?
Cool. Does it actually look different? I think it does a little bit. I think. Oh yeah, I think it's got a little bit like gold in it too. It's like the same base, but it has a little more detail on it, I think, versus the Ragnarok. Oh wait, actually looking up online to check and see if there was any difference. No, there actually isn't. No, they're actually the exact same model. Well, that's surprising. That's actually really surprising. It's literally the exact same. It's just stronger. That's a little disappointing. I mean, granted, this isn't actually the ultimate weapon of the game. I mean, it's the ultimate weapon for your first playthrough, but the true ultimate weapon in the game you can only get on your second playthrough. On like Final Fantasy mode or whatever. I do wonder how much better the gameplay is in Final Fantasy mode. I mean, technically you're gonna have all the same moves, I guess, right? But I think more in terms of like the enemy variety and if it's actually like much harder. I don't know. Don't be curious. All right, I think we have like just 2 quests left. Let's go and do whatever Duty Undying is. I'm gonna save the Lubor one for last. Because I am kind of interested in see what happens with that quest. The Undying guys, I'm not really sure how I feel about them, to be honest. They seem like a bunch of fucking wacko weirdos.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
I'm kind of stupid.
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait,
in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
That's what I mean. It's
Fully
like
cognizant of the risks, yes.
Well, just so
I
smart.
entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third chair.
He's called that because he wields
master of the
3
arts of
chairs.
Combat and survival, both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to
Okay, you
inform
just-
you, for as
you know what?
so earnestly advised me.
You talk so fucking slow, dude. Jesus Christ. Holy mother of God. This guy, the funny thing is, everyone in this game talks like, to be fair, I can't like criticize it because it's not like they're talking badly. No, they're not. They're acting so well. But I can't help but sometimes feel like, God damn, can we just like stop talking and let me play the game a little bit, you know, when doing some of these quests? It's like, I keep going back and forth on it because it's like, one hand, it is like generally like well written, but sometimes I'm just like, fuck, they're just still talking.
It would not. But Ash is a big place.
And again, well acted, very well
Can
acted.
you be any more specific?
But this motherfucker, you're talking like half the speed of everybody else.
Mentioned a village where he had heard the cult.
Okay, all right. You know what? I don't give a shit. I don't like you guys that much. You're kind of like mid to me. You just do a bunch of dumb shit and then ask me to clean up your mess.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
Joshua, how the hell did you get through that door when I closed it in front of you? I can teleport, remember? No, I don't remember that at all. What do you mean you don't remember? You can do it yourself, remember? You have literally the same moves as me. Oh. Oh, yeah. Kinda forgot about that. I haven't used it in, like, probably 20 episodes. Whatever. Oh, this area was actually previously locked off as well.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Mickelberg! Welcome to Mickelberg! What the fuck is going on?
These people aren't turned.
Just hanging out. Hey!
The village seems safe enough at least.
I guess they just kept their door closed the whole time. Here be right. Wait, what? Visit all areas in the world map. Oh, okay. Kind of popped up in a funny spot, but all right.
What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Damn, the bags in that man's eyes.
No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Oh, God. What?
This village is their altar.
Yeah?
Where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
Ugh. Guys, if you just want to go cash, you can just go wander to some ether, you know?
Saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
Looked like
You
Ezio.
mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
I'll leave you guys to your worshipping.
Hey, bro, what you doing? What you reading?
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's me.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Where's your chair?
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
You guys have weird
You said that
names.
you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter.
Oh, god damn it.
You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light.
They don't eat, they don't sleep, they
Not
don't
that
shit.
They might be granted
Just pray.
respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more.
We need to step up our game. We need to be even more devoted.
And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord.
Well, I'm about to go kill their lord here in a few hours, so you know.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation.
Again, not that hard. Walk into some ether.
Lord. But I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Your wish has arrived.
Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Ultima shows up, it's like, oh my god, what? What do you all want? Oh god damn it. They're still down here praying that I fucking... fine. The ether's here to kill you. You're welcome.
An ether flood. Oh no.
Oh my god.
There must be something I can do.
Yep, fucking slay the shit out of them. Oh my god, they turned to crabs. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's...
Well, found her.
That was the other ones. I was like, oh god, crab people.
Ready.
Fuck it. I'm so fucking sick of this bullshit. All right, you all can die now. Bye. Take this, crabs. Oh shit, I kill all the people too. Damn it.
What now?
Whee! Now you wait right there, Clive. I got more friends for you. Hold on. Here we go. Woo.
Oh, damn, that's a big boy. He's all fiery too. Cool. I gotta use my sword and something.
We meet again.
Do we? I fought many versions of this thing. Yeah. But he's all fiery now. See you, dude. Yeah.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Yes, welcome together.
Oh, god damn, get wrecked, dude. Oh. Your lord's coming to save you by killing you. That's what you wanted, right?
Don't you die.
Don't you fucking die on me. I'm super dead. What are you talking about?
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation.
And then I look up and they're all Akashic now.
By devoting themselves to the service of their lord.
Fucking hell, they are turning Akashic.
Just as I did. When the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it.
Alright, then I'll just kill them when they're Akashic.
Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
This is my notice of resignation.
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord.
Look.
They're all Akashic now.
They are saved.
Fuck these guys. Fuck this. Fuck these guys and fuck their fucking quests. God, it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. This shit's so dumb, it actually pisses me off. Well, at least they didn't immediately attack me. But I will kill them later. Don't worry. They'll give them their fucking salvation. Shit, it's so fucking dumb. I'm sorry. This one definitely rubs me the wrong way. I was already not digging these guys. This one just sealed it. Fuck these guys.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
No, I shouldn't. I should just set it on fire and be like, yeah, he died because you sent him out there. And then he got all fucked up by some stupid shit for the god that I'm literally trying to kill. That is the final boss of this game. Fucking goddamn it.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
Don't apologize,
If
Clive.
you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
Sure. Fucking sure, dude.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
Do you want to die a dumbass death? That's your choice, right?
To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's
You
faith.
do you, brother.
It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own.
This guy wave his hands around that
We
thing.
live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them. We protect them. And yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
God, that was the last of these guys' quests.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right.
Classic horror, whatever.
I'd like
I'm
to know
fucking
this
done with
man's
this.
name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them.
His name was Billy.
That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield.
Really? Because I think it's pretty awful. You guys are dropping like flies.
Yours is no less important.
Thanks.
And were they here?
All right, please no more of these guys. I'm legitimately fucking sick of them. I'm so glad this was not the last one I fucking decided to do. I just had a feeling this one was gonna piss me off. All right, good. Let's go do one I actually give a fuck about now. Let's see if you can't save Lubor from getting kicked out of his town.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The hideaway.
I'm sorry, they have to stay. I'm sorry, they have to stay here and be ostracized for all of eternity.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
You too, dude.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are...
That's doubly bad.
Stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. You must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
I swear to God, these dumbasses are like, no, we're not gonna listen to him because he's a branded and he lied to us. No, seriously, it's coming. You're all gonna die. No, I don't believe it. Don't do that. Don't fucking do it.
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Oh God.
You need to evacuate. Know your place, bearer.
Oh my God, these people are so fucking dumb. They're all gonna demon die.
Ah, it's you.
It's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And
God
who
damn
was
it.
it who gave you this disturbing
Fuck, he was afraid of that.
ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
You guys deserve to die.
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
I think you know what? I think Ultima might be right. I think I just need to let him blow this world up. we're fucking doomed, all right? Fucking just blow this shit up and let's start all over again.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
My logic is irrefutable!
But for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamil's survival.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
We need to set fire to this entire city.
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools.
I know, right?
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere!
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Oh, fuck me. Oh god, cutscene.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far away!
Run!
These guys deserve to get nuked so badly.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Ow, fuckers.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
You fat fuck.
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
Use yourself as meat shields.
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Clive's like, I was getting ready to nuke these fuckers. Hooey. Jesus Christ, dude. That was some maddening shit right there. Ugh.
Allow me to explain the situation.
Labor, man, you're too good for this town.
The ether flood occurred near the village of Cherish, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations.
The League of Outlaws!
Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, and as soon as it has been... Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Clive, you're gonna do everything.
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cherish itself. The main host is most likely still there. And Dalamil...
All right, got it. Go beat their ass.
So you... All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
For Dalamil! Or is this anything? Damn it! Alright, let's go nuke these guys.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We can't leave a single one alive.
Leave not one alive! Ow! 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 Damn it! Dead.
The League is disbanded.
It's just been revoked.
I should get back to Dalamil and see how the others fared.
Sometime later.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
The last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Cherish?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated, and we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it.
Yes, you did. Nothing.
Saved Dalamil.
Again.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
You really shouldn't.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalamil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalamil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
You fucking die! Both of you!
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalamil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalamil.
Oh, but we have
within
to.
our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalamil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Be funny if he did. Big Hat says, I am the mayor.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
That's good. That's good. I was actually starting to like worry, like, oh god, is this gonna end? This whole fucking town will get fucked up. And Laborga's like, only one left, everyone's dead because no one listened. Man, fuck them kids. I'm just kidding. It's gonna save the day. Good job, kids. I like Labor. The emblem of the Briar's Kiss, pride of the Dalamil. I like lost signboards. The forge is also almost as popular as the traveling merchants, the trading's post famous healing baths, where the weary can soak their saddle sores on the way to the Drake's Fang. Reduces impulse cooldown by for Bahamut, yeah. And they opened up my mind. Oh. Wait, was that not all the quests? Is there one for all the quests? I don't see any more, so I think that's it. I figured there would be one for every quest. I guess I can check and see if there's any things left in my room here. I suppose it's possible that a quest is actually only available in like the second playthrough. Maybe to get like the ultimate weapon or something. Oh, what the hell? I am missing something. Right, something right here. Damn, I got a lot of shit over here, don't I? Wonder what I'm missing then. Maybe I'll just get it as I head to the finale here. I don't know. Might be able to max out Hippocrates actually now, right? I think I did.
I believe you will find most interesting.
Holy dumb fuck. Yeah, this is it. Because you actually do get additional lore from the doing some of these side quests. Reverie, an impossibly tall tower in central Ash that seems to pierce the very heavens. It was built by Ultima when he first arrived in Valisthea. From its heights, he examined the flow of ether through the land and thereby determined the optimum placement for the mother crystals. Dominant. Those within whom sleep the powers of an Eikon. The Dominants are but a stepping stone in the creation of Ultima's perfect vessel, Mythos. When Ultima sowed the seeds of humanity, he imbued those assigned to protect each mother crystal with an elemental affinity, a power that would amplify over the generations until the Eikons eventually emerged. Though the memory of their power remains even after it is absorbed into Mythos, it takes an increasing toll upon their persons to summon it. The Ultima civilization. The ancient civilization of the godlike Ultima collective. Their discovery of magic helped them to thrive, but came at a terrible cost. The onset of the Blight. After their cities fell and their people perished, the few survivors fled to the untouched land of Valisthea to lay the groundwork for their future revival. The apothecary beneath Phoenix Gate and the Tower of Reverie in Waloed are both relics of their civilization and far predate those of the fallen. Interesting. So the Ready Stones were apparently created by Ultima before he entered his slumber in order to aid in the perfection of his vessel Mythos. All those like with the trials and stuff. That's interesting. The Obelisk, ancient technology of the Ultima Collective, set in place upon their advent to Valisthea in order to guide the flows of ether towards the mother crystal, that the land's life force must be harvested all the more readily. Really, I thought there were waypoints. The obelisks are separate entities to the mother crystals themselves, so the latter's destruction does not affect the former's function. After Ultima cast Primogenesis, the resulting imbalance in the ether made these obelisks glow all the brighter. The children of Zemeckis, the tribe who once dwelled in the land surrounding the lost mother crystal of Zemeckis. This mother crystal communicated directly with Origin, from whence Ultima kept watch on the world from his slumber. And so those people who lived around it had a closer relationship with the creator than most. It was those that found the Circle of Malleus to keep the word of their Lord and future Savior alive, out of the tragedy of Zemeckis and the first fall of humanity. The Savior of Myth. Among the teachings of the Circle of Malleus is the story that the Lord Almighty delivered unto his children a prophecy of their future salvation before hiding himself away in the heavens. A myth that lived on in the many of the folk religions that would later supplant it. Though long considered to be naught but a legend, it is possible that this reflects a real historical event. Ultima's foul worlds to his humanity before he entered hibernation deep beneath Valisthea. The few remaining sources disagree on Ultima's precise wording, but on 4 points they all align. That on some future day of reckoning, the incarnation of the Lord would appear among mankind and remake the world. That the advent of this incarnation would be heralded by the emergence of several heavenly servants of great might. That the Lord's faithful should rally these servants together in order to bring the incarnation to being, and that for their loyalty they would be rewarded with the greatest gladness. A pat on the back. The Journals of Moss. The Annals of Moss the Chronicler, a scholar of Valisthean history who unearthed many of the buried secrets of Ultima and the Circle of Malleus. Shortly after he encountered a young Hippocrates in the outer continent, inspired the boy's own pursuit of not learning. Moss returned to the twins, where his long years of wandering from ruin to relic in pursuit of the vestiges of Valisthea's past finally drew to a close.
If you have a question for me,
and that's it.
I should be happy to answer it.
You got every single one. Well, all right, guys. I think that's it. I think we are good to go. There is still one thing that you guys did also tell me about that I should do, and I think I'm going to do it maybe at the start of next episode. And that's that after I've completed the quest for each of these characters, apparently if I talk to them again, they get an additional like scene, maybe a final closure scene. So I think that'll be probably something good to do before we head into the finale and next episode. So, but yeah, guys, I think this will probably be marking the end of the series in the subsequent video. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this all ends. My theory, I do think Clive is likely gonna die by the end of this. I just have this feeling. Like a noble sacrifice. It just feels like that's what's coming, but I might be surprised. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me on this series. I hope you all enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite. It does really help me out. And subscribe if you're not already. Become a picky penguin aboard the SLP, where the day is always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time,
Stay classy.